Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of NASCAR Heat 4 Career Mode. Today we start our fourth full-time Cup Series season in a new chapter of our Cup Series career in the 42 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. On the screen you're seeing the new truck we're going to have, the new Xfinity car we're going to have with our new manufacturer switch and obviously sponsor changes as well. Unfortunately, I lost some footage for the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series for this episode, so you're not actually going to see that, but basically our truck finished in third and our Xfinity car finished in the third position, so it was a very solid effort. And you're not going to guess who we had in the Truck Series. We had Formula One driver Lando Norris in our truck for Daytona. Unfortunately, like I said, can't show it on this video right here, but hopefully we can find that footage and get it to you guys pretty soon. But we come straight through, obviously, now due to that loss into the Daytona 500 weekend here in the number 42 car. I was ready to get going here, and now as you can see, our new colors on the screen right now, that's going to be our primary car this season, is the Clover paint scheme. I love that paint scheme from Kyle Larson. I need to change that hat on my dude, though. It doesn't match the car at all. But I went and we used a setup actually from YouTube. It was Knee Pit Gaming. I was able to get a setup, so I went to YouTube, got a setup from him, and we come through to now our qualifying lap here in the Daytona 500, hoping we can get things off to a good start here in Chip Ganassi Racing as we come down this front straightaway now on our lap through the trial. We're going to come through to cross the line with a 45.762, but we go P34, which is 6 spots better at Daytona than what we usually run, so maybe we're going to have some speed. Obviously, I'm going to not use a custom setup in the race because that would just be too easy and that's not fun at all. So we're going to go back to the preset setups for the race. But on the pole for this season's Daytona 500 is the 47 of Ryan Preece. So let's get into it.
We're live from Daytona International Speedway for today's running of the Great American Race. Another season of Monster Energy NASCAR Cup racing is about to get underway. The drivers are in their cars and the sold-out crowd is on their feet. It's time for NASCAR racing.
All right, thank you, Rick Allen. We're ready to go green here in the Daytona 500. We're ready to get this fourth full-time Cup season for us underway here, and hopefully we can start it off really good with this brand new team for the first time in our Cup Series career with Chip Ganassi Racing. I would love to start it off with a Daytona 500 victories. We're ready to go green here from the 34th starting position. Bubba Wallace on my inside now as we're ready to go green here in Daytona. The green flag is out, and we are underway here for the first time in our Cup Series career. A new chapter is about to be underway.
As we cross the line here at Daytona, we try to move up the pack just a little bit. The pack consists of 4 cars, so it really shouldn't be that hard to make up some space, even though we're getting passed on the left. We try to go down into the corner, but the steering's just non-existent, so we hit the wall just a little bit. We end up making it down. People are spinning out in front of us. We barely managed to avoid it on this first half of the lap. And as we hit the back straight, we definitely think we can make up some speed here. And we go into this last corner, and we try to take it low, but he ends up spinning out just a little bit. He ends up recovering though, just to keep his space ahead of us. As we sit here and we come up to the second lap, things are starting to get very interesting. We sit here now on the 6th lap. We come around the corner and there's just a car in the middle of the racetrack. We end up hitting them going probably about 200 miles an hour. I wasn't really paying attention, but thanks to modern technology, we can just do that and drive away. Isn't it a miracle? And we sit here, we use the force to push him back, and due to unnecessary force use, we're under a red flag now. And as we all just group up and stop on the back straight. And it's dark, even though it was just light. Continuity is nothing. The red flag was caused by someone just climbing on the catch fence. Yeah, it's that simple. Don't climb on catch fences, guys. You should know this. There's total anarchy going down. We don't even know what flag we're on. I don't know. There's people running around. There's cars driving, doing donuts. The fans are not pleased. All 3 of them. They want to see racing. They can't see racing under red flag conditions. This is just total anarchy. But as the race can continue, now we're under a yellow flag as we can get going here again. We will be in whatever position we're in, I really don't know, on the 8th lap, and we'll come into pit under yellow. What pit stalls are, no idea, to be completely honest. We're all in blue cars, they're all white, doesn't really matter. Pretty sure that's a speeding violation, but we'll let that one sort itself out. We don't make the rules. nails here. So we're just here to pit. We're going to pick this one just because it looks nice, like the rest of them. And we will pit and get going again. No one's touching the car at all, but we're good to go. I don't know what they changed. They might have just looked at it and nodded. I don't know idea. There's 2 19s. Yeah, we have better chances at winning the race, I guess. And Jay comes out. He's most likely speeding and just hits us. Just nails us. And we lose a few spots to that. But we will sit here now in the 3rd position in the pack as the green flag goes out. And we will take this opportunity to phase through cars and somehow speed run strat and get a launch off of that and be put in first. But then we decide to turn back up the track as Total Anarchy comes down behind us. We lose a few spots. We're in 4th now, so we only lost 1 spot. Not that big of a deal. We can make it up really easily. See, we're back in 3rd. And there's people just driving around on wheels too. As we go back up in the 2nd, we'll go into turn 1 and now in 1st. And there were people catching up behind us, but Lightning McQueen comes out of nowhere and just kerchows us. I don't even know what that was. Jay just comes in and wrecks us. Everyone just has it out for us today. I don't know what it is. And there's a person on the track. I'm going to go with regulation and say that was just a cameraman as we come in to cross the line to enter lap 10. There's a car just going backwards in 19, no idea, as we come into the last lap here at Daytona. There's cars just spinning out. This has been the most interesting race I have ever seen in my career. As Gary comes up and nails me, he spins out. But yet again, thanks to modern technology, we can just drive away from it and be perfectly fine. See, he's not even having a seat up there, he's just wheels. And he is perfectly fine thanks to modern technology. It is a miracle. I don't know, what they do, but the engineers, they're great. This is definitely an interesting last lap as people are going slow, people are going backwards, and we try to on the back straight just to make up some spot. Yeah, people are going backwards. And we will come into this last turn here to get to the checkered flag. As we spin out because we hit the wall. Ha, we got you there. But we end up easily recovering and end up, with no cars around us to hit. We're not part of a pack. We're out in the middle of nowhere. It's fine. No car. And then Jay comes out of nowhere and just nails us going 200. We phase into another dimension. We end up somehow coming back to this reality. It's fine as we cross the line and finish whatever place we finished at. I'm not really sure, to be honest. As we sit here, tempers are flaring. Jay is now ramming his car into Gary's, and Boxer is ramming his car into Jay's. I come flying out reverse into all the pack. We're all stopped in the middle of the track, crashing into each other, just making all sorts of physical contact. Jay is becoming one with my car, just in an attempt to infuriate Gary. And it really is working as Gary's car flips out of frustration and then flips back over. And then hopefully people won't start getting out of their cars here. That would be a really unfortunate event here. As I hop out of my car and go to tussle. And as Jay hops out of his car, Gary will finally hop out of his. And we will all begin to throw hands in this argument, saying who hit who finished where. No one even knows anymore, and we're still going to argue about it. All we know is Colby finished first, and he will rightfully earn that spot. And we're just going to throw all types of hands. We're sitting here, we're going to do an interview now with Colby's crew chief, Jay. He's also a racer, but we're not going to talk about it. Jay, what do you think? Well, I make him do left turns, and that's about all I know. Well, thank you, Jay. You were really, really spot on with that. And congratulations on the win. Well, thank you very much, man. That really means a lot. All right, we're going to sit here and interview Colby as Jay takes the placeholder in the background for the trophy, as you can see. Colby, what do you think? Well, I turned left a lot, and you know what? I think that gave me the win here, to be honest. Well, how do you feel now that you won? Well, I feel like I'm a winner. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Pardon his, sounding like me. I think we're both sick. We're going to go over here and just view the trophy really fast, as Jay's taking the placeholder of it, and it looks like a really good trophy, to be honest.